Me again, boardshop.co.uk, surfboard review time. Today we're looking at a range of boards from Rusty in Torq technology construction. As you know, Torq make boards that are great for progression for beginners or for pure beginners. They also do a whole range of boards called Torq Tech, which is an epoxy range which has great durability, great performance and great longevity. They're really popular, and now they've got together to make the all-time favourite Rusty shapes in that construction. So this is the Egg Knot, a Rusty model, which as you can see is a mid-length, but it's a mid-length with a few interesting features which help it stand out from a crowded crowd. So in the Torq Tech construction, it's got that extra little bit of zip, that extra performance that epoxy gives you, like I said, along with the extra durability. It's a pretty standard mid-length in many ways, in that it packs in the volume where you need it under the chest. It's going to be a good paddler, give you a high wave count, have you competing with SUPs and foils and longboards and everything else that's out there nowadays. It's got a nice squash tail to try and give it a little bit more ease into turns, and actually the rails are a bit thinner and a bit more pulled down and a bit sharper and harder than you'll find on most mid-lengths, which are more rounded. So it has all the glide and flow you'd expect from a mid-length, but it also has that extra little bit of performance, which is quite novel, quite like it, and it feels a nice weight and it feels like a good shape. As a mid-length, it's going to get you waves but give you a little bit more performance as well. So if you do want to surf it in slightly bigger waves or waves that are a bit punchier, it kind of feels like it's got that epoxy performance to bottom turn a bit faster and a bit harder and carry the speed you need to get around through those sections. The nose is pulled in enough and it's pared down enough in the rails for you to be able to duck dive it. The 610 has about 43 litres, so pretty standard mid-length volume to ratio for the length. It comes with 610, 72, 74, so there's something for everybody there. If you're coming off a longboard looking for a mid-length, go a bit bigger. If you're coming up from a shortboard looking for a mid-length, obviously stick with the 610. It's got a 4+1 fin setup. So if you're coming up from a shortboard, surf it as a quad to get that more kind of shortboardy feel. If you want a bit more of a cruisy feel, then set it up with the 2+1, the centre fin and the little side bites, and that'll give you a bit more flow and a bit more cruise. Slightly less turning potential, but helps with paddling and helps with maintaining speed. Standard single coil and concave running into double through the fins to help you give that lift, which all combined with the rest of the package gives you that paddle power for a high wave count. It's a nice, well put together package that will suit a whole range of people working a big wave range from like thigh high to a bit overhead. And in that epoxy, it gives you that extra zip. And the price for an epoxy board like this is really keen. It's really, really good value as well. So there it is, the Rusty Egg Knot in the Torq Tech construction, nice and snappy. It's available online right now. You can of course trade in old boards against one of these babies, or you can buy 0% finance. And that's it, thanks for watching.